Which dimension?
Are you high on mushrooms every day now?
No, not every day. I could be.
Like every other day. I'm just jealous.
I still got a lot left in that bag. That 9 microdose. Let me know when we're live.
We're live.
There we go. Damn. Yeah, every other day, right? That's just like my fasting. Every other day. Look at according to the stream, my face isn't even moving. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear us, should be live.
Yeah, your face isn't, man.
Wasn't me. Oh, it was me actually adjusting my mic. Apparently my feed is locked, and I can't see Teddy either.
All right.
Maybe our commander-in-chief.
Well, sounds like a you problem.
No, it's an Oracle problem. I don't know how to fix that shit. He's the one who does all the magic. Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us with the technical difficulties while we get Teddy in there and myself.
All right, I'll get you guys.
Where is Teddy at? I don't even hear him complaining. He should be by now with me stalling.
Downstairs, bro.
See, he wasn't even here. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Freebie, buddy.
Yeah. Attaboy. I still. Oh. Is it your small town internet?
No, I don't think so. Just keep on going. I'll get you.
All right. Well, on tonight's episode of the Red Eye Report, we're gonna honor the late Haitian president Jovenel Moïse's assassination by going down the list of history's Assassination All-Stars. With me tonight, we have the all-seeing, never-smelling Oracle.
That's right.
If Oracle were to be assassinated, it'd be by the health insurance fat cats he recorded, who were trying to take metaphoric lines of cocaine off his mother's checkbook.
Some bitch.
Then we have Mistic. Tons of bitches. I wasn't sure if that was going to be one of your fuck what you thinks or not, but
nope.
Then we have Mistic, who has an assassin all seen coming. Diabetes.
It's diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yeah, come on. Bring up the great Walter. Is it Walther or Walter Brimley?
No,
Wilford.
Wilford
Brimley.
Wilford Brimley.
I'm Ashtray, and I was assassinated by the two asses in the word assassin. Of course, I tried to eat them both. Next to his dead body
is brought to you by Liberty Medical.
I'm still talking.
All right, go ahead.
I know it's all screwed up on the stream, but anyways.
No, it's
next
not screwed up.
to my dead body is Teddy, who was laughing at all us dead white people. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Come on, let's take a little moment with the diabetes.
Relax about the whole thing.
Make an honorable.
Eat apple pie, eat ice cream, and I eat my family.
Oh, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got this new feature. Skype finally allowed us.
I'm surrounded by my doctor. And he explained there are still some people who don't know that the cost of their apple pie may be covered by Medicare.
All right, yeah. It's enough diabetes. People are
diabetes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10. How high are you, Oracle?
I'm not high at all, dude. I don't
Check your sugar.
Right, he's out here.
Check it off.
I say, did you smuggle anything back here with you, or?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. There's enough booze in Wisconsin. You'll be fine.
Right, booze and cheese. Wait. That's all I need, man.
So yeah, before I get this shit show on the road, tell him I was slurring my words. Let's do our little moment of inhalant.
Here, I'll take a Delta 8. How about that?
I'm not gonna
take like 5 of us.
Tell me to smoke.
Hey, I didn't start this tradition. Oracle did.
Yep, and now I'm already not doing it.
Yeah, all right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. America. All right, ladies and gentlemen at home, you better smoke up as well if you want to even get a fucking shit of a laugh out of this.
Or just stay sober and just wonder to yourself, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be like, oh man, this is why they have no sponsors. So recently, this is actually just Wednesday, which was yesterday. The president of Haiti was assassinated. Just like straight up, send in the mercenaries. Killed him. Really fucked up his wife. She had to be like secretly flown out of Haiti to Florida
of Haitian President Jovenel Moïse.
to get the basically, you know, to survive. She's still in critical condition. Haiti, as you may remember, I think it was 2017. Yes, here's video of some of the. So there's been like 6 or 7. Like this is a whole gang of mercenaries went in there, spoke English, and said, "Everybody, get on the ground. DEA, get on the ground." And they just like basically like overwhelmed the security guards that he just normally would have. Probably what, 1 or 2? I don't know. It's Haiti. I mean, how many security guards can you afford when you're president? But yeah, they then just went in, freaking assassinated him, and now they've killed 6 or 7 people just in shootouts and trying to track down all these mercenaries. And apparently 1 or 2 of them has connections with South Florida, so they're American citizens. And there, I guess, so there's enough of a, you know, Haitian community in South Florida that representatives so and so, I can't remember. Yeah, Representative Frederica Wilson of Florida, you know, basically addressed the Haitian like community center and her constituents that the wife is still alive but in critical condition, and they're still like trying to figure out. They don't think necessarily had anything to do with the American government, but I guess there was this representative has been getting concerns from her constituents that the president has been in danger. You know, but like, what can you really do as a, you know, you're probably like, she's probably a congressional Democrat, you know, like she's not a senator. So like, she's just in that small area she represents.
So do they have any idea who was motivated to do this? Like,
well,
what the hell? Yeah, where did this come
Haiti's,
from?
so do you remember Haiti? I think it was 2017 had the shit storm of a earthquake, like basically just fucked it entirely up because, you know, half of the architecture was you know, corrugated aluminum in 2x4s. But so anyways, I guess a lot of the aid over the years has been going to you know, just basically getting pocketed by corrupt politicians and stuff. And they're not really, I guess they haven't reported yet who they think has done it, but there, I guess, has been a lot of people who are upset with him. According to the Americans, Haitian Americans who live in South Florida. So in honor of him, because I was kind of like, oh, I'm like, fuck, you know, there hasn't been an assassination in a while. And I'm not sure what the definition of assassination is. Oracle can look it up.
But you got a show about assassination. You didn't look up assassination.
Well, you know, I was like, so, and some of these lists I found, like one was like John Lennon, and I'm like, really? Like, he was murdered by a crazy guy.
Isn't that an assassination? Okay, well, let's up fucking Webster Dictionary here.
Yeah.
Murder by
like
sudden...
assassination to me feels like.
What is All right. murder by sudden or secret attack, often for political reasons. The act or an instance of assassinating someone, such as a prominent political leader.
Exactly. That's where I felt assassination is more like you're attacking someone who's either a politician or someone with a political.
Isn't John Lennon though?
Power.
I mean, he was one of the
or an archduke.
Right, but John Lennon is like one of the biggest people at the time, right?
Yeah, but John Lennon.
Yeah,
but me and Yoko Ono are gonna lay in bed naked. To like bring awareness to the war.
He assassinated him because he fucking didn't like that he was a hippie, is what it was. You know what I mean? It was one of those.
That's true. Like, he was just a crazy fuck.
That guy had serious mental illness issues. If you read, I don't know, there was a documentary about him. There's probably 10, but because everybody that's why they want to lump John Lennon in. And you could say, yeah, he brought like attention to political issues, but he's no Martin Luther King.
True. That's definitely an assassination.
Like, as far as
there's a big difference between shooting JFK and John Lennon.
Yeah,
well, of course, JFK,
okay, I see where you're coming from.
I mean, JFK was a strict, or he was president, so it's like the purest, biggest form of politician. But like, so MLK though, I would still consider like
it was that was definitely political as well. You're right.
Yeah, it's like I think the guy who shot Lennon was actually he was just like obsessed with him. Like
that's what I mean. He was like that chick that killed Selena.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wouldn't call that an assassination. That's a murder.
The murder.
Yeah.
Just because the person's famous, but so first, like, of course, one of the most famous, probably the famous, JFK.
Well, first off, your definition is flawed because
the definition of what?
I'm going of assassination. I'm going by Ubisoft. If I jump off a roof and stab you in the back of the neck, or get you from a bale of hay,
that's right.
This is true, man.
If I do it in a slick slide way,
each one of my victims were targeted.
Keep going. I mean,
I had a political grudge with all of them. So, JFK, where were you all when he was shot?
Not born.
Just twinkles in the sky. No, it's just one of those things. I remember my history teacher. They kind of always say, "Always remember where you were when JFK was shot."
Oh my God!
Like for us, it'll be 9/11.
Yeah.
But anyways, JFK was shot in Dallas, like we all remember. Anyways, have any of you ever been down to the book depository museum?
No.
Yes.
Is that a yes or no?
Where's that?
Yes.
Fort Worth?
Oh, is that it? It is. No, it's in Dallas.
Dallas.
Like it is the building that Oswald shot from.
Mm-hmm.
It is a really cool museum, and honestly, like because you get to go up into the level where he shot from. They've at least like a corner of it because a lot of it is the whole history of the time and era and stuff throughout the building, but they kept that corner kind of like it was, where it was literally just a big storage floor, a lot of boxes and shit. But you can kind of see like out that window, or at least the window next to it. I can't remember if you could be in the actual corner, but to me, I was kind of like, dang, it actually is pretty close. Like the way that road just comes down. I mean, I know, like Full Metal Jacket, the drill sergeant, applauds, or basically like says of how
he's a goddamn Marine sniper.
Yeah, right, because he was a goddamn Marine. How accurate his shooting was and stuff. But it also, especially, I could understand because he had a slide action rifle, which like that throws your aim off every time. But it still was pretty close, at least from my perspective. Like, yeah, I could kill a president from here. At least maim him.
Yeah, that shit.
Anyways, Mystic, how long ago did you go to that?
I was in fucking grade school.
Oh shit, that long. Okay, yeah, I went in my it was like late 20s. All right. Next on this list is Lee Harvey Oswald, which I don't know if you call that an assassination or just a murder, but
that
it
was
happened.
Jack Ruby, right?
Yep, Jack Ruby, who, from what I ascertained, was like, dealt with the mob, whatnot.
You know what?
He ran some
I
clubs or
would
some
consider
shit.
that. I'd consider that an assassination.
I
That was
think
definitely done. Maybe not for political reasons, but there was an ulterior motive.
Yeah,
to
dude,
that.
there was some crazy shit with that.
Oh yeah. Well, this thing is here, Oswald claimed that he's merely a patsy in the entire conspiracy that led to Kennedy's assassination. But Oswald was shot by Jack Ruby before he could be tried on the 24th of November. Who knows? You showed this freaking picture here. The guy with the freaking white hat and this white suit, that was in the museum. Anyways, Jack Ruby said that he was angry about JFK being assassinated, and he wanted to save Mrs. Kennedy from the discomfort of having to come back to the trial, which many believe was a lie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was.
Well, wasn't Jack Ruby? Wasn't he somehow involved with the LSD program that fucking Charles Manson was involved with?
I don't know about that extra layer.
I don't know that, but
I knew he was
ancient
associated with like
also.
But that guy with the suit, the white suit and hat, like
who's that
his
guy?
original white suit and hat. Can't remember his fucking name now. It's not here, and I don't have the
it's like the Monopoly man before he grew his fucking mustache.
He was the one he's handcuffed. You can see it there in the photo. He's handcuffed to Oswald. Yep. It is like, I'm, taking this prisoner in, and he's just like, oh shit. Oswald's like, ooh.
What a picture. Especially back then.
I know.
Like, if you didn't get the picture in one shot, you were fucked, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just happened too that like the press. So it was kind of like the press was all camping out, and this is like where this is just them walking from the police station to the armored vehicle, prisoner vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And they so all the press came up swarming to take pictures, and that's just when Jack Ruby just muscled in and plugged him in the gut. Next, we're gonna go to old Mahatma
I'm digging my
Gandhi.
man's hat though. The dude in the white suit, his hat was fucking.
Oh, his hat is great.
I'm digging that hat, bro.
That's what I was saying. Is that if you go to the Observatory Museum or the book Depository Museum, that hat is in suit. It's there in a case, like it's part of the exhibit.
Actually, it's missing because it's downstairs on my shelves.
All right. Next, Mahatma Gandhi. Where were you when Mahatma Gandhi died? There were still twinkles in the sky.
Was he assassinated?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know he was assassinated.
I didn't know he was assassinated.
Yeah, he was assassinated by a Hindu nationalist.
Well, that's not fair. He's not gonna fight back.
Oh yeah. No, it's just like
I mean, really, you can come up like I'm finna kill you, bro, and he's not gonna fight back. I mean, it's not fair.
Yeah, no, he was I can't remember the exact reason, but it was something to do with because he's the assassin, I think, was connected with the British or something, or maybe I made that up, but this shitty website doesn't tell me right now.
You did.
The thing is, though, what's interesting is this shitty website did tell me, though, is like that's not the only Gandhi who have been assassinated. And I didn't realize this. There was a Indira Gandhi. She was assassinated. She was part of the Indira Gandhi dynasty. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was shot by two of her own bodyguards. In the morning of the 31st of October, 1984, she was shot a total of 33 times by them in retaliation.
I thought they raped her afterwards too.
To Operation Blue Star.
Wow.
What?
I don't know if they raped her, but that might be an
All right.
inflammatory
No,
thing made up.
I'm making that
Yeah.
up too.
Jesus
So then we got
Christ.
Afterwards,
that-
Wait,
they
what
raped
was
her
it?
after.
You said it was fucking. It was what you said in retaliation for what now?
retaliation for her Operation Blue Star, which had left the Golden Temple seriously damaged.
Man, these
So I
fucking
think-
Gandhis, dude. Jesus.
Yep, and then there's another Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, ex-Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi was in Tirupattur, Tamil Nadu on the 21st of 1991. His assassin, Danu, an LTTE suicide bomber, bent down to touch his feet and then pulled the trigger on her RDX-laden belt, and she was wearing under her dress. Gandhi, along with 14 others, were killed. He was the first politician to be assassinated by a bomb blast.
Man, there's
What
some
year was this?
weird ads on this site.
Oh, yeah, right? There's all kinds of clickbait shit on the side.
Right?
After all those Gandhis, although this was way before, I don't know why this is lower in the list, old Franz Ferdinand. You all remember him?
I remember where I was when he was killed.
He was the Archduke who went down to Bosnia, to Sarajevo in 1914, 28th of June, and 19-year-old Gavril Princip, some punk-ass bitch, who was also, he was part of a broader conspiracy. I think they were called the Black Hand. Oracle, correct me if I'm wrong. But
isn't that from Skyrim or something?
It is from Skyrim, actually.
They were after
For a second, I thought it was from the Ninja Turtles, Blackfoot.
Right?
Blackfoot, yeah. He wasn't alone. The assassination was essentially someone of like 4 or 5 people in the crowd who are at different points of the parade route. One of them threw a grenade, which bounced off a car like behind the Archduke, and it exploded, and like some people died, and so of course they like got the Archduke the fuck out of there, right?
Yeah. Did they like
Archduke,
stop to go to the bathroom or some shit?
No, it was actually Archduke had went to, because they got them the fuck out of there, and then he's like, let's go to the hospital for the wounded. And so they spent some time at with the wounded, and then they're coming back into town, and Gavril Princip apparently was in this like tavern or whatever, kind of like, fuck, the whole assassination plot failed. And then he comes out
drunk. He's like, holy shit, there he is, Pop.
Oh, literally. That, at least in the book, fuck, I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, he like steps out of the fucking balcony, and like the car that was driving Franz Ferdinand was like doing a Y turn, like boop, boop, like, oh, we like go down the wrong road, and he's just like, holy fuck, he's right there, and just pulls his gun out and fires a few shots. He also shot his wife. His wife didn't die, but
she had a fucked up weekend.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so that shit sparked the beginning of World War One.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let us not forget about old Abraham Lincoln. He was an all right president. He was in watching a play at Ford's Theater in April 14th, 1865. And he didn't have any bodyguards, but old John Wilkes Booth crept up and shot him right in the back of the head. And I think he died a number of hours later. It's like back then, it's like, take a shot in the head, all they could do is put you in a comfortable bed and hold towels on you.
Yeah.
Pray.
And his death pushed for the 13th Amendment.
Yeah. Oh, it was a Good Friday too when it happened. And also, I believe there were some other assassination attempts on a couple other higher members.
Yeah,
of,
there were. It was a coordinated. It was a coordinated attack. Actually, there's a really good podcast called 1865. It's an audio drama. Really, really good.
Oh, that's pretty good because that's also the war, or that's also the year the Civil War ended.
Yeah, it's crazy though, like how we when we think about it in history, it's like, oh yeah, this crazy fuck John Wilkes Booth. No, it was a fucking viper's den in Washington at that time,
of conspirators.
Of conspirators, and yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Speaking of a Vikings den, what about the original? Julius Caesar.
Oh yeah, he's next.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Julius Caesar.
Right.
Well, we could also talk about Yitzhak Rabin.
Let's just go right to Julius Caesar.
Yeah, right. Like, who remembers Yitzhak Rabin? I do. I guess I only remember because it was in the 90s that he died. But yes, Julius Caesar, et tu, Brute? Yeah, he got assassinated basically by the rest of the senators, right?
Yeah,
maybe not all of them, but
16 different senators, I think.
It was like it was that's where they got the inspiration from. This is for the wall shit on the Dragon show. I fucked it up there, Mike.
Game of Thrones.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a point in Game of Thrones.
Oh, where they all stab him.
They all stab him. They just keep like, this is for the wall.
Yeah.
This is for the wall. This is for the wall. And like 18 people stab his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like Julius Caesar. I thought everybody figured that out.
That's Shakespeare writing that though.
That's
we
true.
don't know.
Yeah, it's true. That's Shakespeare.
That's all of them stabbed him.
Even
that was probably a typical
Brute.
Monday in Rome, in ancient Rome. Somebody got stabbed.
Yeah, that was just like a
Brute,
Tuesday.
is that not?
That's
Shakespeare's writing as well?
That's Shakespeare.
That's from the play. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fake as shit.
So,
that fucking didn't really happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have, but we don't know. We'll never know.
Yeah.
1,000 years from now, they're gonna think like Zack Snyder's cut is like fucking canon history.
They'll find the fucking
Yep. Like, this is how the Transformers
Sharknado.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They'll be worshiping fucking Sharknado. Yeah.
Yep. It only
The
comes
new
every
Bible.
1,000 years. Excuse me. Let us not forget Malcolm X. He so he was big into the Nation of Islam.
Let Teddy tell this story. He's black.
Yeah, you're right.
Didn't he read a book or listen to a book about it?
I did read the I listened to on Audible the autobiography of Malcolm X, dictated by Lawrence Fishburne. It is an awesome fucking
That's
book.
actually probably pretty good.
Well, great, because you can fill in the holes for what little I know. All I know is that he had some beef, right, where like the higher up of the Nation of Islam was basically just like, oh, you're no longer a member of the Nation of Islam because you're getting too powerful.
Well, that, and also he was kind of he thought that he was his higher up was like pretty much omnipotent. Well, not omnipotent, but pretty perfect. And things were coming out that he was being inappropriate with some of the women, and then he's having multiple kids by multiple women getting pregnant.
So was that the same guy who basically exiled him from the Nation of Islam?
Yeah, pretty much kicked him out. Yeah. And then he goes to, after he's kicked out, he gets kicked out of the Nation of Islam here, and he goes to Mecca because he wants to go and see the little meteorite thing. But they have to authenticate. They have to authenticate his Muslimism. Yeah, so they have to authenticate his Muslimism, and there he learns that being a Muslim, he meets white Muslims, black Muslims, and Muslims from all over the world and shit. And he learns that the Islam he was taught was wrong because he's still for the black man. It
was way too militant. What I remember.
And then when he comes
that
back,
was why I think the guy kicked him out. Getting worried about.
He didn't worry about his getting too. He was getting jealous of his popularity. Yes,
Too-
because he was. I mean, listen, if you ever want to like
Well, he has a badass name,
Two-
Malcolm
two-
X.
two-
I mean, what was this guy's name?
right.
Right, Dudley Z.
Anyway, talk about assassination.
So, well, from you probably also know, so I said, because it was only just after I think he recently got back from the Mecca, where it was like he got shot 21 times.
Damn.
And first it was someone came rushed him on a stage where he was speaking or whatever with a sawed-off shotgun to the chest, and then
And he lived?
two or three other
Guys ran up
assassins ran up on him and shot him with semi-automatic pistols 21 times.
I thought you said by first, oh my God, there was 2 attempts and like he lived from a shotgun blast.
No,
Oh yeah.
that's all if you watch
It's like modern day Rasputin and shit.
If you watch the movies from Malcolm X, that's pretty much he does the assassination pretty much how it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Oh yeah.
Rasputin?
Well, yeah, Rasputin isn't even in this fucking list.
They
But
couldn't kill him. He's still walking around, bro.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They couldn't kill him. I mean, they poisoned him.
Yeah, dry weed
Poisoned him, shot him, and then stabbed him.
He was, I would call that a political assassination because, he was diddling the czar's wife.
In the icy water shit too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
after, they basically
I
put
think
him in
they
a
found him
burlap
in the
sack.
water and then and then fucking shoved him in there and then stabbed him.
Oh yeah, he had been, first he was poisoned, and then because he didn't die from the poison,
Yeah, they shot him.
probably because he was a severe alcoholic, and could handle a lot of poison in the bloodstream. They shot him, and then like they thought he was dead, and he like laid down, and then
He was just crazy Russian.
they went upstairs to conspire, figure out like, all right, now what are we gonna do with him? They came down, and he gets up, he's still alive, and I guess keeps fighting back.
So
And that's when I believe they kept stabbing him and stuff, and then put him in a bag and threw him in the river.
My God.
Plus, though, he had that whole mystique that he was like a mystic,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So they're just like, he won't fucking die. Like thinking he's inhuman.
So how long
Yeah.
are you going to do this show for?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, what kind
We'll
of
just
retard
round
are
it.
you?
Yeah, right. Let us not forget, we'll do the quickies of Bobby Kennedy.
Okay.
Fucking got shot in the back of the
That was
yeah.
definitely political.
Sirhan,
The kitchen.
Yep.
And Martin Luther King at the Lorraine Motel. If you've ever go to Memphis, I recommend checking it out.
Yeah,
It's
check
like
it
an
out.
open kind of air museum.
White, dude. I ain't going to Memphis.
I was white and went to Memphis. I did just fine.
Yeah, but you hung out with crackheads
just-
in Chicago too. I would never
Well-
do that. So
It's because I can be around.
Anybody can be
People-
around anybody. I mean, a lot of white people are
I own
like they hear.
apparently,
I own
It's
myself.
because apparently you beat cancer and you think you're invincible.
Oh, that's
You're
why. That's
fucking
why I
crazy.
can get along with.
or you're
crackheads.
crazy.
Oh my
Probably more
God.
crazy.
I could probably
Just
get
'cause you're
along with them
urban-
too, but I'd always be scared that I'm going to be stabbed.
Eddie's right. Like,
Just because you're hearing urban dialect does not mean they're dangerous. For fuck's sake.
yeah.
I mean, it's just a dialect. I mean,
Yes, they
I mean,
are.
they're not.
Look at them.
That's-
They live on the street.
yes,
They
they
must
are.
be. They must.
That's like.
All I'm saying is there's a reason they're on the streets.
Not because they're violent.
Good
Really.
good decisions are not how they got on the street.
No, there's.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
still like they wanted to share their crack with me. Like they were.
Yeah, but
Alright,
what I'm
move it-
saying is that
move
doesn't
it
it,
along.
like there's
We'll-
no thing
we'll
in the
move it
back of your
along.
mind. There's no thing in the back of your mind where you're like, man, I'm gonna get stabbed.
Oh yeah, no, that was there, and
now
I just
I'm starting to
did.
think. Now I'm starting to think the Mystic doesn't want to come to the wedding because it's a black wedding.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the reason.
And in Nashville.
Figured it out. Yeah, Nashville too. Fuck
Shit.
Right? You see, they're surrounded by cowboys.
I'm gonna get stabbed and
they'll try to ride him.
then Brokeback Mountain did.
Right? Yeah. Anyway,
You better
sorry.
double
Moving on.
strap your boot. All right. So in honor of MLK, we will concede that this episode is done with the main topic.
What?
And moving along
Why
now
would
to
MLK
what's
care
sexy.
about
The shrimps really
Fine,
hit.
fuck.
Oh, shit, baby.
All right, Oracle, Logitech G915 TKL. Ooh, show us pictures.
Yep.
Do you have a video of it?
So here's a picture of the
play the
G915
video.
TKL. Fuck your video. Here's the real
Play the
real
goddamn
thing.
video.
So this is a wireless keyboard. It's all blurry and shit. It looks like fucking Sasquatch right now. But it's a
Ooh, it looks very slim.
it's very slim and it's
Form fitting.
It's 10 keyless, so it doesn't have the number pad on the side. So this is something that I can have in my backpack with my laptop because I like having a keyboard. It's very solid. It's definitely solid. It's got the RGB.
Does your laptop not have a keyboard?
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't your laptop have a keyboard?
So the laptop has a keyboard, but the thing is with my laptop, I have a stand for it that really elevates it. So I wanted a better keyboard that because otherwise my neck's always fucking looking down. My head's always looking down.
Plus, if you're anything like us, Eddie, see, you're so small that your hands fit on those things. I like the bigger keyboards where the numbers were like raised and shit because you got little hands. Oh, look at those tiny little things.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I've got fucking.
Look at those tiny little things.
So yeah, I like the mechanical keyboard. The charge is really good on this too.
I don't have sausage fingers. What the fuck? I don't have mounds right here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop interrupting Oracle.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. It is expensive though. So I got it during Prime days. I got it for like $179. Otherwise, normally you pay like $229 for it. So it is an expensive keyboard, but it's definitely not a cheap plastic piece of shit.
How long does it last battery wise?
I haven't had the battery run out on me.
10.
It's actually, the battery has been phenomenal on this keyboard, honestly. And you plug it with
USB.
It's got an internal battery, and
USB-C or
it's
USB?
micro USB to USB A, I believe. Okay. But yeah, it's fucking badass. So if you want a badass wireless keyboard that's a little bit more compact, and you want kind of like a premium one, want to
look like the biggest douche in the coffee shop?
Yes, if you want to look like the biggest douche, get yourself a G915 TKL, and you will be the biggest
I have
douche.
a G910, but it's not wireless. But it's that I do appreciate their keyboards are nice.
Yeah, they are nice.
The full like key, especially if you're someone who does the touch typing.
Right, and the nice thing about this too, which is really cool, it's got the Lightspeed connector, which is super low latency, which is good for gaming. But also you can connect via Bluetooth. So you can very easily hook this up to your phone. And if you want to just like bust out some documents on your phone, you could fucking do that with this too, which is cool.
You'd look pretty fucking retarded because why would you use your phone if you had a...
If that's all you had, dude. I don't know.
Nowadays, a lot of journalists just use iPhones and shit.
Yeah, it's a tinier, more portable keyboard than that though. But like I have had where
it's not about your keyboard, bro. It's not about your fucking keyboard.
Not about my keyboard, but we're talking about keyboards, so it's fucking analogous.
Teddy, stop being so angry.
Look at
I'm black. Yeah, just look right there. Look at the anger.
Hey, Ashtray, you gonna move the show along?
Yep.
You want me to step
All right,
in?
Mistic, learning. What's sexy about learning?
What's sexy is I don't know that I like learning, but I realize that you have to do it to get better at things, and I don't like it. But
really,
well, here's the thing. Like, so I'm playing chess,
and I don't like it.
Listen, I'm playing chess, and I'm like, man, I need some new openings. So I go and I read new openings for chess, and my ELO went up 100 points almost. You know what I'm saying? By rating. So like, if there's success in learning, why don't we do it? Like some people, I hate learning. Like even in college, like if I didn't like the subject, I'd barely pass a class because I just didn't give a fuck.
That's the problem.
You know what I mean? I have to like it, I think, and that's the problem.
You got to push yourself.
I don't want to fucking
you just figured out. You just cracked humanity, brother. Way to go. Just keep it moving.
Well, and then we tell kids, we tell 18-year-olds, you got to pick what you want to do for the rest of your life. Why?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like fucking, I don't know, man.
Yeah. There's so much high quality.
It's so easy to learn now.
Right.
If you put put the work in.
There's so much high quality fucking information and courses out there. And if you look into it, so for instance, the Providence Public Library, they have a thing where you can get free Udemy classes. So you get your account through them. And then Udemy is an online learning platform where the courses could be like $15 or they could be like $200. And through the platform, you could get these courses, and some of these are fucking really high quality courses if you want to learn how to do shit. So, and
like
the public,
Bandy.com.
Yeah. Public libraries are such a fucking phenomenal resource out there in terms of like all the information that, I mean, it's totally underutilized. But if a person, I imagine there are people out there that just, are like sponges. And they're learning all of this shit. Maybe they turn into Ted Kaczynski. I don't know. But yeah, the information's out there.
Right. And it's just a self-motivation thing.
Right.
You know, like they want to keep us stupid so we don't, like, if people just learned what they wanted to learn instead of being shoved into some fucking category.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you like math. Why don't you fucking... I
think you also need there also are some people who just have no drive to learn. They don't give no shit.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Have y'all ever seen the movie Acceptance?
No.
Is that it's a comedy? I think I saw it.
It's sort of a comedy. They start college and the students create the classes.
Yeah,
and they have to If you got an hour and a half to spare, check it out. It's like your early 2000 kind of bullshit ass shit.
Word. Early 2000
awesome.
Movies.
Yeah.
Moving along to Teddy. America, the motion picture.
America.
Oh, I bet we can watch a trailer now that fucking Oracle's finally unlocked the sound secret.
Oh, we can.
The sound secret.
Right? Probably been there all along.
Wait. Hold on. I already fucked it up. All right, Here we go.
Oh, there's Bella.
Dude, this looks fucking great.
It's fucking hilarious. It's a
magic Mike.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they got tea, they got mechs, they got fucking everything, bro. What the fuck is a car? It's totally stupid.
Yeah.
But it'll make you laugh your ass off. I swear to God, it will. And it's a great way to make fun of the country.
So
it's
is it available to watch already or not?
It's on Netflix. Yes, you can watch it.
Okay. It looks pretty awesome.
Yeah,
it is pretty funny. I mean, don't go in for the story.
And shit.
Yeah, like it's they have Johnny Appleseed start spitting seeds at people. It's a fight for America.
Witness the untold, historically accurate, real story of America.
Oh yeah, it's fucking canon, man.
It follows the comic, ladies and gentlemen.
It follows the comic.
Sure does. It fucking sure does.
All right.
But yeah, if you want to fucking
look at me,
I'll check it out.
Ashtray. Mine's gonna be the little Microsoft. Got myself a Surface Go.
Ooh.
Cheaper than the Pro. But I gotta say,
you got ripped off, dude.
No, these designs are nice.
Just kidding.
I mean, so I got it just to run my Microsoft OneNote, but just like a whole back fin.
What's the specs?
It's
yeah, can you put prices?
Gigs, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs storage. And then with the built-in keyboard.
So does it run? What does it run? Windows 10 or is it an Android?
It's Windows 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's like a light version of it or something.
I think it might be a light version of Windows 10.
If it's got 8 gigs of RAM, it should be able to run it fully, right?
That's true.
Well, yeah, I mean it's more like I'm not gonna run
more on a smaller smaller screen, but it should be if it's got 8 gigs of RAM. It should be able to run.
Well, on the screen is phenomenal quality. As far as like especially because this is like the kind of college version. This is not the pro version. For the quality of it being the cheaper.
Is it a touch screen?
Oh yeah, touch screen. And then I got you get the optional keyboard. So it just has this like really nice like
yeah.
Like
solid. So what was the price, bro? What'd you get it for?
It was $600.
Okay.
That's really not bad.
I mean,
for less than I thought it was.
128
yeah.
Granted, if the
I just don't know that I would have
are better as far as screen and stuff, they're a little bit bigger, but for me it's the like using my production list on Microsoft OneNote where I could walk around the fucking shop instead of having to like
orders.
Right, exactly. Barking orders and writing instead of having to write shit down on like fucking Post-its and then bring it back and remember to type it in.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm impressed because I really believe Microsoft they just have put enough money in that they're getting to that quality level of like Apple products. Because the earlier generations of the Surfaces were
right. Yeah.
Because they were, I don't know. I overheard some Best Buy guy who's like telling some other fucking dumbass who was trying to get his mom to buy a computer or laptop, and he's like, honestly, I think the Microsoft, it's like for what you're getting, it's like it's kind of expensive just because they're trying to be like another version of Apple. So it's like, it's like, fuck, owning this thing, you feel it. Yeah, this is why people love Apple shit. It's because
how much does an iPad cost or whatever?
Well, right,
fucking $1,000.
An iPad of this size is probably going to be
an iPad with those specs. You're talking $800 to $900, if not $1,000 for an iPad.
And man, it's just like solid. Like I love this. Like,
and it doesn't come with a keyboard, and it doesn't have a fucking stand for the iPad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, this doesn't come with a keyboard.
You pay for pretty shit.
The keyboard was an extra $80.
Okay.
But you can also use Bluetooth.
Macs are just pretty computers. That's all it is. It's for people who want to be that sleek. I want the aesthetic cool. Like I want to pull a Mac out of my backpack when I'm at a job.
Well, if you work in the Windows environment, and you need something, this is just for using OneNote and fucking Outlook at work, and then maybe some porn in the bathroom. But the this is all you need. The Surface Go for the price, and it's that nice small like fucking 10-inch size. Just the way
ladies love the 10-inch size.
Yep, the 10-inch. Right? They always complain about the 12. Can't get it. All right, moving along to the fuck what you think section. Oracle, just send me the fucking SIM card.
So I'm in Wisconsin, and cell phone reception out here isn't great, but it's not that bad. I mean, you can kind of get by. It's a lot better than what it used to be.
Who are you with? Verizon?
T-Mobile. So I have a T-Mobile prepaid card that I've been on, which is I pay $40 a month. I get 10 gigs of data, unlimited calls, unlimited texts, and I use whatever phones I want. And it's great. And in Rhode Island, it's been fine. But whenever I come out here, like my reception is shit, and I'll go to areas where I clearly should have reception, and it's like it could not switch towers. There was something
T-Mobile.
Something going on. So I have since had multiple devices, and I had the same problem. So I called T-Mobile. I'm like, hey, I'm going to be out here for a while. That was fine before, but I need to make sure that my phone is working properly. Can you guys send me a fucking SIM card? And the woman, she's just like, well, let's try to diagnose this and see what's going on. And it's just like, lady, fucking listen to me. I've installed this SIM card in like 3 different phones, and it's acting in the same way. And now you want me to fucking test this out? Well, first of all, when I first called them, their internet was fucked up. So she had to call me back. She's like, I'm sorry, our internet isn't working properly. We need to call you back. I'm like, okay, we're off to a great start. Well, anyway.
What is this, T-Mobile you
T-Mobile, yeah, T-Mobile.
Yeah, so that's his first mistake.
So I fucking blew up on the phone. I'm like, fucking send me a SIM card. This costs you like 5 cents. Like, seriously, right. Why are you wasting my time? Just give me the fucking SIM card. They sent me the SIM card in the mail, and guess what? I have fucking reception like I should. No problem. That was clearly the problem. The thing that pisses me off, like I had an issue.
How does a SIM card affect your reception?
It was just worn down, and I don't know. It's like your mom. But the thing that pisses me off is fucking tech support people. Like I had this with Verizon with the internet. So I was getting fiber internet put in, and I had moved into a new apartment or whatever, and there was like a little box, but there was no cable to plug into the modem. And I called them, not the cable, but a port to actually plug the Ethernet cable in. And I called them up, and the fucking tech support person asked me if I could plug it into the modem like 10 times. And I'm like, motherfucker, there is not a port on the fucking wall. I know what an Ethernet cable is. You fucking son of a bitch. Fucking listen to me.
I hate that.
They refuse to listen to me. I'm not a 90-year-old man. I understand what an Ethernet cable is. I'm getting fucking fiber internet installed into my apartment, and I'm an existing customer. So yeah, it was just one of those moments. But yeah, it got sorted out. I'm sure they have to deal with a lot of idiots, but also fucking if somebody comes to the conversation and the person seems to know what they're talking about, you should probably just, take their word on it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling about it.
Yeah, but everybody can pretend to be
not, you could tell somebody's like, what's the power button? What's the internet? But if I'm like,
I've got it still flashing 12.
Say, hey, I've got a Cat 5 cable here plugged into the modem, and I know exactly, it's like, come on, listen to me. There we go.
There you go.
That's it.
All right. Moving along to Mistic. Bill and Ted's.
All right, dude. So I watched this new Bill and Ted's fucking Face the Music on Hulu.
on Hulu.
That's the new
I don't even know how I
movie.
made it all the way through.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's just so dumb.
Let's bring this up.
I can't even. Yeah. It blows my mind that they even made
bring
this.
Up the trailer.
It really does.
Yeah. Bill and Ted's Face the Music trailer.
It's so bad, dude.
Yeah, what did it get on Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't even know. I don't care.
Right? That's so bad. I don't need to look.
I just want to wait. I just want to fucking forget that it exists.
They actually took tomatoes from the Keanu Reeves movies because of this one.
Orion. You ever notice? So did somebody revive Orion films? Because
yeah, that's like an 80s fucking.
It's an
shit,
80s
right?
like thing, and you haven't seen it till like recently. I swear, like somebody must have revived the brand or whatever.
Mm.
Bought the rights to all these movies.
Probably.
Like and the daughters are just. They act exactly like their dads, and it's just fucking horrible.
Mm.
Oh, it's so dumb.
So
and I get that that's the point.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be dumb. But this one is like it's like dumb with a dose of pathetic.
Extra dumb.
I mean, Keanu's gonna make out. I mean, I think maybe he's just trying to help his buddy out. Needed a payday.
Right? This probably is.
This will get you at least a cup of milk, bro.
Yeah, right.
At least a cup of milk.
So has Keanu been in?
And shit, you know.
So he's been in the John Wick movies recently.
Oh, he's got like 2 more coming out. I think they shot like 2 in a row.
Oh yeah.
He's got like 2.
Well, he's done the John Wick stuff, but he's also done like fucking other like dramas and shit. He's been working
he's still working a lot.
Recently.
The other guy is, what's he been in?
That's getting pretty much
fucking bathroom of an Arby's.
I mean,
that's what smack.
Yeah, that's
right. All right, moving along to Ashtray. What fuck would you think?
That's you, dude.
Is not having a fuck what you think. Actually, I do have one. Fucking gave my brother. So I go down for my nephew's birthday party, and they got this fucking bounce house, right? But it's like a bounce house that also has like a fucking slip and slide built into it with a hose running up and spraying water down and shit. And I get there, and my brother is like wasted to where he's just like sitting down on a bucket, trying to gather his faculties. And this guy rolls up, this friend who he rented the bounce house from, Andrew, I think his name was, rolls up with his trailer, and like you could tell he's pissed. And he's like, Nate, I told you, you gotta cut the water 2 to 3 hours before I pick this up, because it's like you can't roll a fucking bounce house up when it's wet. And like, well, isn't that kind of obvious? My brother's like, well, he's just wasted. Like, well, he's like, oh, I don't think you told me that. It's like, oh, Jesus. And this guy's here with his. So also, this is out in Burton, in the small valley town. This is like the only black guy for probably 50 miles in any direction.
The guy that owned the bounce house?
Yes. It was a former coworker of my brother's.
But now he's in the bounce houses.
He now owns this bounce house business
in rural Iowa.
I think he's based out of Dubuque.
I'm done mining, son. I'm on the bounce houses.
But no, being a wedding DJ, I realized how like you make all your money on the weekends if that's like your business. Like renting out bounce houses and shit like that. Like maybe you'll get a weekday rental every here now and then, but it's the weekends when you get booked. And my brother's like, oh, was talking to me. He's like, you think I'm pissed him off? I'm like, well, yeah, don't you think it would be like obvious that you can't roll this thing up when it's wet? He's like, well, yeah, that. And he also he just lost his teenage daughter about 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
I don't know if it was
fuck?
murder or suicide,
What?
but I didn't want to ask. And I'm like, what? I know. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm like, we gotta help this guy. Like, he's fucking running his own fucking business. He's got his little son still in the vehicle with him, and you're now just telling me he lost his fucking teenage daughter 3 weeks ago? Like, show some fucking heart. At least be empathetic. Like, oh fuck, I'm sorry. Like, let's do whatever we can. And so I'm like grabbing towels and helping to like manually. We just have to dry this thing off. He hooks up like an extra, air turbine thing to like push extra air through it and dry it out. Then my cousin Jason comes out. He's like, "Oh, hey, what you doing, Craig?" Like, I'm like, "Jason, you want to be a fucking dickhead or do you want to help?" "Oh, I want to help." Like, grab a fucking towel. So I'm like making a big scene.
So wait, is that how your family really talks?
Yeah,
dude, that sounded just like the guy from Grand Theft Auto 5, the Juggalo guy.
Yeah. So
the Juggalo guy.
My anyways, I helped this guy fucking clean out, and eventually he's like, all right. He's like, Nate, he's like, this ain't quite as bad as I thought. The inner part was like drier than he expected it to be, but he's like, when I rolled up, my heart sank. And he's like, if it wasn't for you being my friend, like, I just be fucking pissed. And so like kind of made up, and I was like, I just, as your brother, had to just fucking give you shit and make fun of you in front of the rest of the family. That, like, come on, dude.
So especially, what time of day is this?
This is like 7:30 p.m.
Oh, so it's pretty late.
Maybe? I mean, it is late, but he's got to get it
rolled
I understand.
You're right. I get that. But
cleaned, and ready to deliver in the morning to someone else.
Right. Yeah, I thought it was like, okay, 5 o'clock in the afternoon or something, and it's like, well, what time do you want me to stop using the thing? Like, we're bouncing on this motherfucker at 2:30.
Oh, of course. Like, and I bet you this is probably least favorite bounce house, because like most bounce houses don't have water involved. But man,
right, just kids pissing everywhere.
Well, yeah, kids pissing, and they're just like wet grass gets tracked up in there and shit. Sounds like a terrible idea.
I'm pretty sure it happens, but it's hard for like kids are very. Most kids, especially guys, won't just go anywhere. Especially bouncing in a fucking bounce house.
I mean, I don't think they're peeing everywhere in the bounce house, but like kids are dirty. Everywhere. Kids are dirty.
Yeah, they're dirty, but I mean,
especially when there's a hose involved. Unless you're blasting the hose on them continuously, it's the only way to keep them clean. But I digress. Anyways, moving along to Teddy. Goddamn English.
Okay, so in the Euro Cup, England played the Denmark on Wednesday. Goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel had a laser shine in his fucking face.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As I think I got a little video in the.
Yeah, there's a link.
Where's Oracle the fucking link?
As the English captain, Harry Kane said,
"Pay attention."
Not penalty.
Air traffic controller.
I will not.
Producer in chief.
All right.
Schmeichel. Okay, I think it's his name. Schmeichel. The goalie. He did block the initial kick, but he missed the rebound. And so they're looking. The soccer gods are looking into that. Soccer gods. And also before the game. During Denmark's national anthem, England was fucking. They were booing the whole fucking time during the national anthem, just fucking booing, which is very unsportsmanlike.
Oh, some fan is just fucking painting him.
Yeah.
Fucking English.
Goddamn English. So fuck them.
What did they do? They like beat Germany, right? Because like fuck, man, Reddit was. For a week was all about fucking these weird German memes, something to do with soccer. Teddy would know because this is his Fuck What You Think, which is related to soccer.
Yeah. They ended up beating Denmark 2-1. But fuck England. And your food sucks, man. English food sucks. It really does.
They don't even have
sucks.
a cuisine.
I mean, English food fucking sucks. There's this English guy that comes in.
They just have biscuits and tea.
There's an English guy that comes in all the time. He's like, it doesn't suck. It doesn't. I'm like, it fucking sucks, man. Y'all boil everything.
Scotch eggs are really
Scotch eggs.
What are they, soaked in scotch?
Scotch egg?
No.
No, it's a hard-boiled egg surrounded by, like, fucking sausage.
Oh, you know, I have seen those. I don't think I've had them, but
fucking delicious.
There's the Sunday brunch. That's.
I mean, anything surrounded in sausage
fish and chips
is pretty
are pretty
delicious.
good too.
That's true. Fish and chips,
like real
can't
fish
go
and
wrong
chips.
with that. Got to be served on newspaper, they say. So you get the ink in there.
That's the best part.
Yep. Adds that extra flavor. All right. In all seriousness, go fuck yourself. Tatum Channing. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday.
Channing Tatum.
Whatever.
This is my show.
Fucking
I do
Tatum.
like I like.
I made that up on the fly. I just forgot. That's our show.
Great.
We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. So make sure you join the conversation at the RedEyeReport.com or Facebook.com/RedEyeReport. You can also twiddle us at something. We never use it. Like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down for whatever. I am the Ashtray.
I'm Oracle.
Oh, got it up in there.
Oh, and I'm last. I'm Teddy.
And this is the Red Eye Report.